G'day gang, GameolioDan, how you going? We're back in Elsweyr in the Elder Scrolls Online. We're in the Skooma Cat's Cloister. We came through this portal, or we travelled through that, and here we are. We have a savannah, a deer. Oh, a deer that wants to dance! What madness is this? Down it goes. Okay. Right. There's a niche here. Oh, they're all transforming into things, Ice Wraith. That's right. Oh! Not today! Gotcha. So hang on, is everything just gonna transform? That monkey's gonna transform, let's go wide. Oh no. Oh, transformed, alright. To a lamia. A chubloon. Oh, a dwarven machination here. Oh. Can hear these giggles, people laughing. Giant wasp, and we got seducer, fear mage. Imp over there. Do a little bit of sneaking around. Oh, they're having a juggle. Having themselves a little juggle. Search for Moon Bishop Cisenza. This thing can't decide what it wants to be. I saw a bit of zapping over there. I wonder if there's another player on their way. Let's see what's around this corner. Oh, there's two of them over there. Sorry to interrupt your juggling there. Get out of it.
Sacred moons, I don't know what to do with your warning. Why won't you guide me when I need you now more than ever? I must see. Sacred sugar, uncloud my eyes.
Oh, how the moons twinkle in those glassy eyes. You want to stare off into space and time? I'll show you the future past and present.
There's another person running around. It's the Skooma Cat.
There you go, trying to play with my toys again. Well, I've had enough sharing. Look at you. Scurrying around, lost as can be. Ever get a feeling like you're a rat in a maze? It's 'cause you are!
What are you doing to Cisenza?
We're just catching up on old times. Not that it's any of your business. You like butting in so much. Why don't you go bang heads with a chatter? Or a wall?
Old times? So this has happened before?
Of course it's happened before! Everything's happened before! Doesn't stop us from chasing our own tails till they're slithering down our throats! Oh, you mean with her? This is when I found my new toy.
But why make her relive that?
She's only had eyes for me since the first time we met. until you started turning her head around right ways. Now I've got to get her looking back. So I'm presenting her past to keep her from repeating her present in the future. Keep up, plaything.
Find a way to distract the Skooma cat. What do we got? Some milk. Milk toast cream. Would you like some of that, Skooma cat?
Wait your turn, plaything. There'll be plenty of time for me to chase you around this little maze after I've finished me snack. All these games work up an appetite.
Look what I've got.
Is that cream? Oh, I could go for some fatty bovine discharge right now. Why'd you go and bring it to me in a cup? Cats don't have thumbs. Well, most cats. Why don't I have thumbs? Hold on to that while I grow thumbs. This may take a bit.
I'll figure something out. Here's a bowl. That's it. Fill it up.
Oh, cream. Oh, I haven't had cream since I made Otar cry over it.
Oh, there he goes. Ah, kitty kit kit. Off he goes.
No! Come back! Senza could almost see it. We burn our hair and lay scorched before the dragons. But what then? What then?
Sizenza, it's not real. This isn't your temple.
But the dragons came. Sizenza saw it. They will burn her temple. Burn us all if she doesn't see the path.
It's the Skooma cat, remember? He's making you see false visions.
It feels familiar. Like this one has done this before. Is this the future vision or the vision future? She cannot tell anymore. Help this one, please. Show her. Show.
Sizenza.
Hey! I just messed that up! Can't leave a good mess unattended for 1 minute before some hero comes to clean it up! Go tidy your own drawers!
Yeah. The noise is the Skooma cat disappears. All that giggling. A lot of dead things around here. I guess we'll just follow the trail. Books off the bookshelves. Aha.
I have seen it. I have seen the way forward. John and Jode have shown me how we may protect our temple.
Bless your eyes, Moon Bishop. What must we do?
We must create an anchor beneath 2 moons to hold our temple between 2 moons.
Apologies, Moon Bishop. This one does not see.
They'll see clear enough once the anchor's built.
The anchor will let you all see as I do. All will become clear soon.
Festive severed head. This head has seen its fair share of good times and parties, though it's never been as lively as the first time. Skooma cat.
Think you're the cream of the croup, eh? Well, you won't be filling my head with daydreams of sweet cow squeezings this time. I lapped up every last drop. Now what are you gonna do with all that dry toast, eh?
I found this head. Another one of your toys?
Hey, careful with that! What poor fool could entertain their court if they lost their head? Between you and me, a wise fool keeps a few spares. You can borrow that one if it'll get you out of my fur. I'm not using it right now.
There must be something around here you'll be interested in. He likes to slap me around, this Skooma cat, doesn't he? Tempting bait cheese. A soft and pungent cheese used as a lure for vermin. A small mouse with a broken neck is still embedded in this wedge.
Think you're the cream of the croup, eh? Well, you won't be filling my head with daydreams of sweet cow squeezings this time.
I have this
I lapped
cheese.
up every cheese on toast. That's just crazy talk. Next you'll be trying to make toast with the cheese already on it. Off with your cheese and toast madness. Loony.
There must be something you'll like. Slapping me around about this thing over here. What's this? Delightful long yarn. This yarn takes meandering long twists and turns that seem to wind in its circles, but it never ceases to amuse.
Think you're the cream of the croup? Yarn. So soft and bouncy. Just makes me want to bat it around like a newborn babe. No! You're trying to distract me again. Well, I'm not having it!
Are you sure you don't want to play with the yarn?
No! Wait, yes! Keep dangling those luxurious ropey threads in my face and you'll find my claws in yours! Off with you!
Toss the yarn.
Yarn! Look at it come apart, sure.
Off he goes, alright.
Sisenza has seen you at her temple, faithful. She hopes you will help her with this anchor and save it from the dragons.
You're making an anchor?
Yes, to buoy our temple through this storm. Joan and Jode have shown it to me, and through it, their light will guide us all to salvation.
How's it supposed to do that?
It will hold open a tiny gap in the lunar lattice, so our temple might slip between the moon's shadows. Nestled between Joan and Jode, we will surely be safe from the dragons.
Where are you supposed to place the anchor when it's done?
We will tuck it away beneath our temple to hold us firm through these troubled times. Come, I will show you, and we can begin. Ah!
You alright?
Quit your rattling! I was batting her thoughts into a glorious tango before you came along. Now I'm gonna have to start again.
Find a path under the temple. Bottles everywhere, monkeys everywhere. Seducer Nightblade. That is the end of you. Oh, hello. There's a campsite over there. And there's a chest over here. Can I... It's on the ceiling. I wonder if I can somehow... No. Everything's topsy-turvy and upside down. Out of here. Can't read the books. Got a little waterfall over here. And the water's going up the wall over there. Skooma cat. What did I miss? Kill the mad anchorite? What's going on? Something's not quite right. Oh, here we go. It's transforming.
That's enough cat and mouse for one day, plaything. It was me the whole time! Are you surprised? I was surprised.
I already knew you were the Skooma cat. Although you said you'd let Cisenza go if I took her place.
All right, yeah, so I did. But then I thought it'd be more fun to just keep you both. I was half right. You're a little too good as a plaything. It's not fair if you're always winning.
What's not fair is you cheating.
That's the best part of playing games with lunatics. They're always changing the rules. You'd get it if you just let me whack you on the noggin a few hundred times. No? Well, game's over. Off with you now.
Don't be a sore loser.
Look at you, making demands. In my games. In my realm. All right. One last impossible challenge for you then. How's that for sporting? Say my name 3 times backwards.
My name 3 times backwards.
Oh, you took the words right out of me mouth. Next you'll be plucking me teeth for a new princely smile. Well, you can't have him. I need him to bite Haskill. Take a bite out of the anchor instead, would you? Farewell, cheese of my dreams. Out you go, before Haskill sees the mess you've made. Neither of us wants to hear that.
Escape this nightmare! Quickly!
Alright, alright. I actually took a bite out of it. It was cheese.
Haduras, what have I done?
It was not you, Cisenza. It was the Skooma cat that brought these misfortunes.
Walker, this one remembers you from her dreams. Your face, your voice. 2 moons guiding her through the fog. Cisenza cannot repay you enough for this.
Sheogorath's hold on the temple should be gone now.
Cisenza is to blame. The Skooma cat would have never caused this chaos, if not for her weakness. She led her Clouder astray, and too many of her disciples had to pay the price.
How do you mean?
As Moon Bishop, it was Cisenza's duty to protect her temple. But when the time came, she could do nothing without Joan and Jode to show her the way. When the visions did not come, she tried to bring them with the sacred sugar. She is no leader.
We remain as the Moon Bishop.
It is not for her to decide. If Khajiit lost their faith in her, she would not be surprised. This one will beg forgiveness for her failings and accept the will of her Clouder. She was too reliant on her gifts, and a leader must be more than a prophet. For the moment, it is all this one can do to try and restore peace and order to her temple. Then will come the true test. She knows the dragons will come to 2 moons, and her Clouder must be prepared.
What did you see in your real vision?
Dragons. So many of them. Erupting from the mouth of the world. The skies becoming choked with flame, and cinders raining down on our sands as one of the great creatures devours the moons. Much in my visions is symbolic, but this was so vivid.
Have you seen anything else that may have been a true prophecy?
This one only barely recalls things she saw in the haze, but the image of a man with 2 heads climbing the stars to hold the moons in darkness sticks with her. It is fit for the dreams of the Skooma cat, but Sisenza fears there is some truth to it.
What is the sacred sugar you mentioned?
Moon sugar, refined into a potent liquid, skooma. It is a dangerous thing, abused by sugar-tooths who cannot resist its spell. But it is also a gift of the moons. There are ceremonies where the sacred sugar is used. I thought they could help me.
How would a dangerous drug help you?
Those who drink and smoke the sacred sugar experience things. During our ceremonies, these things are seen as a premonition or message from the twin moons. But it was the Skooma cat that came to me instead. I should have been wise enough to see.
Why does Sheogorath become the Skooma cat?
He has always been the Skooma cat. Since Fadumai gave him life and purpose, you may call him Sheogorath, and we Shegorath, but the truth is, he is both. He and his litter mates are cats whose coats are what they want us to see.
Sharp Claw, Hadaras is glad to see you kept your wits about you. This one thought he too would lose his mind while keeping the priests from getting into trouble. It was like trying to herd mice.
What will happen now that sanity is restored?
We must tend to those who were harmed by the Skooma cat's mischief and offer prayers to the moons for those who were tricked out of their lives. I fear, though, that our troubles have just begun.
What makes you say that?
Sisenza's prophecy about the dragons was no deception of the Skooma cat, and her prediction that they will swallow Jon and Jode weighs upon this temple and all our realm. We look to our moon bishop for answers, but none are to be found.
Will the priest continue to follow her after this?
Khajiiti have always followed her without question, but now knowing that her vision may become as clouded as the dark moons, that faith is shaken. Hadaras thinks we must see for ourselves from now on, and not put the burden entirely on our moon bishop.
Rada could not find the fork, but he did not need it after all. He looked into the sun and found the darkness. Now they will not find him.
Radha.
This one should have jumped. Why didn't she? She was to be saved.
Shh. You were wiser not to follow Sisenza. Those who did were the only ones to suffer. For the moment, it is all this one can do to try and restore peace and order to her temple. Then will come the true test. She knows the dragons will come to 2 moons, and her Clouder must be prepared.
Alright, well, I think we've done what we could for them. It's time to move on out and continue our journey. Back towards the Merryvale Farms, actually. Where we previously found our buddy, Razumdar, hanging out. So we've actually gone on quite the journey. We'll get to the main road and we'll continue west.